Oh, hello there. How are you guys doing? I am so hungry right now, and I want something that's gonna satisfy me, build the muscles, and make me not feel sick. So today, we are gonna have some fun in the kitchen. We are gonna be making 3 healthy, high-protein meals. You can eat them at lunch or dinner. You can meal prep them. And yeah, they are super healthy, high in protein, and beyond delicious. The first meal is gonna be spaghetti, and this spaghetti is special because the pasta we're using is red lentil pasta. That makes the protein content higher. So are you ready? I'm ready. If you're not the greatest cook, follow along. Make sure you have the ingredients beforehand. Have some confidence in yourself. It's delicious and easy. Let's get cooking, come on. You can use any type of ground turkey you'd like, but I prefer this one, Foster Farms. So you wanna have a nice deep pan. If you just have a frying pan that's not deep, that's okay. Just make sure that you don't let the meat go out over the sides, because then you're gonna have to clean it up. So I kind of switched gears here because the light was so bright over there. But as you can see, I got my meat in the pan, and I'm gonna turn on that stove. And also make sure to spray your pan so it doesn't stick. So when I cook my ground turkey, I like to use a spatula. I break it up into tiny little pieces, and this seems to make it cook a lot faster. And next, I'll add some onion and garlic powder for flavor. Once all the meat is nice and cooked, I'll take my bottle of marinara sauce, dump it in, and then I'll start mixing it up and also add a little bit of salt like you saw. And now that my sauce is done, I'm gonna put a lid on and then let it simmer on low until the noodles are done. Now I'm gonna cook the noodles. So I'm gonna take this pot, I'm gonna fill it like probably a little under 3/4 of the way, and then I'm gonna put it on the stove until it comes to a boil, and then at that time, I can put the noodles in. And I'm gonna use the whole entire box. Okay, so as you can see, the water is boiling. So we are going to dump in this. Ooh, it's boiling. So we're gonna let that boil for about 10 minutes. Okay, we're gonna see if I can get one. Okay, let's test it. And that is done. So I forgot to mention that you need a strainer, of course. If you don't, you can just kind of grab like a spatula and put it against the noodles and just drain the water out. So I'm gonna go ahead and serve these up. So I decided to eat green beans because I was feeling those instead of the spinach. Maybe I'll eat the spinach tomorrow, but here is our delicious meal. Still got some steam coming off of it. Now I'm gonna try it. So amazing. You like it?
It's so good.
Good.
I love it.
Can you hand me the salt?
Mm-hmm. This is fun.
You found it.
I was the only one. I'm nervous. My brain knows. So you can read more, okay?
Hello! We are on to our next meal. it's the next day, and today for dinner we are gonna have turkey avocado sandwiches. So you just saw all the ingredients, but I'm gonna show you real quick. So the bread that I use is Dave's Killer bread. It has 70 calories per slice, and it's got 3 grams of protein per slice. It also comes with some whole grains. Then Hillshire Farm turkey breast. I love provolone cheese. I'm not much of a cheese person, but provolone cheese, I don't know, it has my heart. This cheese actually has 5 grams of proteins. And then of course, can't forget avocados. Avocados always pull things all together and just add that amazing heavenly taste. And then last time I made these, I actually used iceberg lettuce, which works great, but I thought I'd add a little nutritional value and get some good green vitamins in there. So I'm gonna use some baby spinach, and we'll see how that changes it up. Use whatever green you want, whatever suits you, whatever your taste buds like, go ahead and do it. So I'm gonna use a George Foreman grill. You can also use a frying pan, spray it with Pam, turn it kind of on medium, and then you're gonna cook it on there. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the way that I make it with a George Foreman. So here we've got Georgie, the George Foreman grill, and we're gonna start by plugging it in because we need it to work or we won't have a sandwich. So while Georgie's heating up, I'm gonna go ahead and get that sandwich prepared. So first, we're gonna cut the avocado. So I'll show you how I do that, and then we'll move on to the rest of the sandwich. So I'm gonna use this nice little knife. Got my avocado, I'm gonna cut it lengthwise. Here we go, this is good enough for one sandwich. I'll get the other half and put it in storage for later. So I'm gonna start by grabbing 2 slices of Dave's Killer bread. I'm gonna set them down, gonna be working on that one. This one's gonna be on top. I'm gonna start by putting some of the spinach. I'm gonna put the avocado on. And then we're gonna add our cheese. So I usually just do 1 slice. If you're a cheese person, you can do more. And we're gonna grab just a giant handful. I like to count the pieces so I know how many servings I am eating, and then I can calculate the protein. I'm gonna top it off. There's our sandwich. And then now we're gonna go over to the George Foreman and cook it. So I make sure to spray this George Foreman grill so that it doesn't stick. Okay, so we got this. Num num. All right, here we go. I'm gonna put it here, and then I'm just gonna pull it down, and I'm just gonna nice and squished. So there's a green and a red light, and if the light turns green on the right, that means it's done. So we will come back in just a sec. Not sure exactly how long it takes, but I'll keep an eye on the light. And there you go, that's the light. And the sandwich is done, so yum. Look at that, let's take it off. And we'll bring it on over. Let's give it to the taste tester. Okay, let me know how it is.
It's really good.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Delicious.
Well, I'm gonna make myself one now. How easy was that recipe? Freaking easy! I literally make this meal like at least once a week because it's amazing. Easy, delicious, healthy, and builds that muscle. All right, let's dig in. So delicious. Now, it's your turn. Hey guys, we made it to number 3. It's a cold day here in California. Today, we're gonna be making some Asian lettuce wraps. This recipe is pretty easy, but involves a lot of chopping. You can also use your food processor for some of it. But without further ado, let's get going and finish our last recipe. So to start out, I have some chicken. I like to get frozen chicken. If you know you're gonna make the recipe that day, thaw it in the morning so that it's ready to cook by evening. Next, romaine hearts. You can use a cabbage as well and just tear off the lettuce as you go. The things we're gonna be chopping today include this nice green pepper, a tomato, and of course, an avocado. You're gonna need this Asian dressing. I like this version because it tastes amazing and it's also light. I like it because it's healthier, and Kraft version is delicious. So any sort of Asian dressing. So are you guys ready for the last recipe? I know I am, so let's get going. So I'm gonna start out by cutting this chicken into small little cubed pieces. I like to use a pretty sharp knife because it makes it easier to cut through that chicken. So now that our chicken is nice and chopped, we are ready to get it on the stove and get it cooking. Okay, so the chicken is done and now we're into our chopping phase. So we're gonna start out with chopping the chicken first. Here's our finished chicken. We're gonna chop it finer, believe it or not. And then I made sure to get a new cutting board and a new chopping knife. I also grabbed a mixing bowl because this is where everything is gonna go. So as I chop the chicken, I'm gonna put it into this bowl. So next, I'm gonna chop this green pepper. Make sure to take that sticker off and wash it. So I finished all the green pepper, I mixed it in a little bit, and now we're gonna go ahead and chop the tomato. And before we chop it, we gotta clean this off. Okay, we are done chopping that tomato. As you can see, there's not a ton of it, but it spreads out throughout the mixture. We just got this to chop up, and then we're gonna mix it all together. Okay, now it is all mixed up and now we're gonna add some Asian dressing. So we've got our Asian toasted sesame dressing, light. We're gonna start with a half a cup and see how that goes. Dump that in. Go ahead and mix it up. See how half a cup works out. And actually, I think it's going to be perfect. There you go. To give it more flavor, I'm gonna add a little salt because I am a saltaholic and I think that's about right. You don't have to add all that salt. And now I'm gonna grab those lettuce wraps and I'll show you how we serve them. We are ready to serve these lettuce wraps up. So I washed my lettuce and now I am going to grab this spoon. I have a plate already. So I am gonna take one of these little lettuce romaines and I'm gonna scoop a little bit of chicken here onto the lettuce wrap, and that's probably about right so that you can kind of close it up and have a little lettuce taco. Grab another one.
And delicious.
So we got our official taste tester. How is it?
Really good.
Woohoo! Yes! Now it's my turn. So I hope you all enjoyed learning how to make 3 easy, healthy, and high protein meals. If you want to make them, the recipes are down in the description, so make sure to check those out and cook up those meals. If you happen to make the meals, you should post on your Instagram and tag Hyped by Allie so I can see what you made. It was so much fun teaching you all how to cook these delicious and healthy protein meals. Don't forget, come back for more. I upload twice a week, usually and most likely on on Sundays and Thursdays. Don't forget, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and all my other videos. All right, I will see you guys next time. Don't forget, stay hyped.